guys, welcome to episode 5 with the Watts.
I'm Wurs.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Tim.
Song, but the boys looked at me, so I stopped.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of a theme song just yet because we kind of have to come up with like a beat and some.
I can come up with something
rhymes,
right
but
now.
You suck at singing, so.
I know Worsper can rap, but I don't know if it'll be appropriate for our show.
Rap? Why was he rapping about dirty things?
Yeah, Worsberg only raps about, let's just call them freaky things. We'll just keep it that. That's pretty.
Friquitona.
Yeah.
That's Tim's favorite song.
Worsberg is like applies of rap or something like that, or like Boosie, like
they don't
making
rap Applies raps about freaking
Dyking. She dyking. I'm gonna get my other whole kissing her in the back seat. Like Worsberg rapping about stuff like that. He'd be killing it though.
I doubt it. But anyways, my theme song was more gonna be like, "Welcome to the Watts."
And that is not happening.
Please don't. We don't want the viewers' phones to crack and or monitors or anything. So we're gonna hold that one off for now.
I guess, whatever. Dream crushers. So I wanted to start off the episode with the Say What segment because I think this is very interesting, especially with like the whole TikTok movement. E-News reports that Justin and Hailey Bieber threatened to sue plastic surgeon over TikTok videos.
Wow, not the Biebers.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have seen on TikTok, a lot of like doctors will give their opinions on like what they think or what surgeries certain celebrities have had. So like if someone looks like they had a nose job, they'll comment like, oh, a nose job, breast augmentation, tummy tuck, whatever. According to the Biebers, Dr. Barnett was using her image and making false accusations, paying special attention to the nose. So I guess he was reporting that she had a nose job, and they were saying that that is false, and Hailey has not had a nose job, for anyone who cares.
I don't even know what she looks like.
Yeah.
You don't know what Hailey looks like? She's a supermodel. I think she's had more than a nose job, so that doctor should have probably said, like, hey,
listen. I don't want any controversy with the Biebs.
Contoured her face.
That's what makeup. There's nothing.
No, she did some lift and tuck and snip fillers.
Justin Bieber is off limit on this podcast. No one can talk smack about Justin Bieber or his wife. That's disrespectful. Justin Bieber's a legend.
I think it's disrespectful that he's trying to sue a doctor that's stating facts.
How do you know it's facts?
Yeah, how do you know it's facts?
I'm going to show you a before and after picture of her, and you tell me.
What if she just got skinny, or she,
Yeah.
It's because she got money.
What happens if she started doing nose exercises or something?
What if that's makeup?
Contour.
No. And no.
She looks like she lost weight. That's what it looks like, honestly. She lost weight and she put on makeup.
Yeah, and who cares?
I don't say who cares. I just feel bad that a doctor is getting sued because they're
guess
like.
What? I guarantee that doctor's a millionaire. So guess what?
But it's the doctor's fault. If he doesn't have proof and can back it up, then there's no point in him saying that.
Why he trying to get clout from TikTok?
Well, no, that's exactly what I'm all saying. I don't think he did it intentionally. Like, oh my gosh, the Biebers are gonna see this. I think he was just like, I think she had a nose job because of this and that.
I know, but that is your problem. If you go in assuming or saying something, you make an ass out of you and me.
Clout.
But why is Justin Bieber, or why are both of them so butthurt that they're like, oh my god, do not say that?
Why is the surgeon making TikToks?
He should be making over bodies.
Well, he's probably, not that he is unemployed, but I know that a lot of like elective surgeries have been canceled, so he has nothing to do except make TikToks. Worsberg.
Yeah,
well, I'm not going to that doctor. He's gonna be over here doing my surgery, making a TikTok.
Wait, now that we're talking about surgeons, did you guys see that Dr. Miami is supposedly doing like pull-up Botox appointments? Like they'll just pull up, drive-through style, and like you stay in your car and he whoop, whoop, injects you up and then you leave.
They're trying to make money any way they can. And we're giving liposuctions through the window.
Brazilian butt lift in your trunk.
Freaking breast augmentations. Just lay down in your trunk and we'll take care of the rest.
How unsanitary is that though? Like that's disgusting.
People have done worse things. Obviously like because of HIPAA and stuff, but at my old job I used to work at a family practice, and these young girls would come in with infections because they were doing like the sketchiest surgeries.
What's their names?
can't reveal. I don't even remember, but I do remember there was this one girl who was probably like 20 years old, and she came in because she had an infection, and then like she had stated that she got a Brazilian butt lift at like an undocumented doctor in Miami.
I heard people putting cement in boobs and butts to make them big. Yeah, cement. Like and what's the thing for the walls? Caulking. Yeah.
That's probably where their boobs be sagging so much.
Yo, I heard that like if you go to like Brazil or Colombia or something like that, like
how you put cement in your body? Though?
Are they doing it like knowingly, or they're like waking up not knowing that you just got injected with cement?
Like wait, what? Like they went to Colombia for a nice vacation and woke up with cement in their ass, or they went to the doctor to get the procedure done.
They went to the doctor, got the procedure.
Obviously, they don't know that they're getting cement. Like the doctor
they don't know.
Okay, welcome to Colombia. So we're gonna be putting heavy duty cement in your butt cheeks. Okay, that sounds fine. No, they're just gonna tell me they're gonna do a butt thing and they put that in there.
Okay. This is me just like thinking a million things. If they're injecting you with cement, are you heavier than when you got there?
Obviously, your ass is fatter.
I know, but cement is heavy as hell.
Well,
so,
I don't know how much cement
30?
they're doing, but it's something to make whatever it is. It's something hard and something that's not supposed to be inside of you.
They're
putting a block in their ass.
Yeah, they're not putting bricks. They're just filling it with like something. It's cement.
But doesn't that bring down your skin?
I mean, I would guess so, but I guess it's light cement. I don't know. I'm not a Brazilian doctor. I'm not a Colombian doctor. It's some hardening material for your boobs and butt. Whatever it is.
I just get so scared because like my skin is very sensitive and I reject anything. So I can only imagine if I did like a sketchy surgery, like what my skin would look like afterwards. Alrighty guys, so just comment down below if you agree with the Biebers that doctors should be sued, or if they're just being extremely sensitive. So that was it for today's Say What segment. In today's episode, we're going to actually dive into a little bit of our honeymoon story and some travel experiences that we've all had.
So for our honeymoon, we went to London and Paris for about 10 days, about 5 in each country.
5 days too long, if you ask me.
I think she's hating on a trip. I actually had fun. I think Ashley's a little too bougie.
It wasn't that...
Isn't that a bougie place?
That's what exactly, but it's too bougie for us, so we had to scale down.
And I guess they're intermediate.
So they have no...
It's like bougie or trash.
Exactly. So we're going to go dive into a little bit just because it makes a little more sense for you guys. We went, our first part of the honeymoon, we went to London. London, I was fine with.
It was a nice hotel. It was a
nice
DoubleTree.
Hotel. We were in a nice area. Like, we were in the central of everything. We were, 5 minutes walking from the Kensington Palace. We were actually able to walk anywhere we wanted to. We were probably, walking distance 30 minutes from everything.
Walked 27 miles one day. Because Ashley didn't want to get into any Ubers.
Oh, well, that's one thing. With London, they do speak English, so there wasn't a language barrier. But you could tell we were foreigners. So I was like, I don't trust anybody anywhere. We're not getting in any cars unless we have to. Which we ended up doing a lot of Uber rides. But London was fine. Because of me, I was a tour guide. Timothy did very little of looking for locations unless it had to do with sneakers.
I like to wing it. I don't really like to schedule my day 100%. I mean, I did schedule some stuff. We did go to a couple palaces.
Because of me. Because of me.
We went to Big Ben.
Because of me.
We went to this nice little building that was on the rooftop that had
the Sky Garden, you say?
Yeah, Sky Garden.
Oh, I wonder who got those tickets.
We saw the London Bridge.
Oh, okay.
We ate in some nice clear pods.
Guys, everything he's saying, he's being sarcastic because I planned out all those things. If we would have let Tim plan anything as he stated, he wings it, and we would have just gone to the Babe Store, to Supreme, and to KFC.
Oh, you a hater. KFC was actually trash. No, it was actually bad. They call everything a burger over there. Even the chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I like my day very structured so that I know that I did everything and I have enough time for everything. So again, I planned out everything. I was a tour guide, which was, I think, part of my annoyance because again, Tim didn't really look into anything. But anyways, London was fine. The only thing, there was one palace and I don't remember what it's called. I think it's the Kensington Palace. Sorry, we were close to the Buckingham Palace. So our hotel was 5 minutes away from Buckingham. We went to Kensington. Kensington is where I was told everyone actually lives, and they live on the grounds. That tour was trash.
Yeah, it was a waste of money. It was like $20 or something like that.
It was like $25 per person. And
it was just like 4 bedrooms in the
not
house.
even. It was like a big dining area. The downstairs, which had the bedroom, and then there was 2 bedrooms on each side of the stairs. I don't remember that.
Oh, okay, but there was.
So. Okay, but that was not even a quarter of the estate. So they have us. I don't know if you guys have ever been to the White House, where you go to like basically the fake White House, and you don't really get to tour the whole thing. That's how this place was. But at least the White House is free.
Yeah.
But
so
yeah,
London was good. I think where Ashley has her gripe was with Paris, because Ashley was scared because of the language barrier, because we weren't able to read anything, because there's like no Starbucks anywhere, so we couldn't get free Wi-Fi. Because they say Wi-Fi is everywhere in Paris, but every time we tried to log into Wi-Fi, 1, it was crappy, or 2, it had a password, and then we weren't about to ask.
Well, no, the whole thing was, so with London, because we're from the States, we were able to use Wi-Fi, so we didn't have to use any of our carrier usage over there. But Paris, it was weird because it would ask for a password or it would ask for your phone number, but because we don't have their area code, I think their number started with a 0, if I'm not mistaken. So you had to have like a French number to even log into like a McDonald's Wi-Fi. Yeah, so again, we weren't able to use any of their things. But I do want to give you guys a summary of the trip, because from the beginning to end, the trip was not what I expected. So we took a train from London to Paris.
Which was nice.
I fell asleep, so I can't vouch for that.
She missed a nice train ride.
But we got to the train station, and from there, a sketchy guy approaches us.
And that this is all on Ashley this time, because like me, I was trying to figure out the Wi-Fi situation. Ashley was getting flustered. I was going to just buy the phone plan because it was only $10 a day to use a certain amount of gigs so we can get an Uber. But Ashley was already flustered. And this random guy comes up to us and was like, hey, you need a taxi? And Ashley's like, yeah, I need a taxi. And I already know first mistake. They can see a sucker from a mile away. And then Ashley has a big sign on her back that I think might have said sucker on it because we got. So he was like, yeah, I'm a taxi driver. So me right off the back, having the New York in my blood, I'm not trying to get got at all. So I'm over here haggling with the guy. I'm like, how much is it going to cost me? He's like, 50 to 60. I'm like, no, give me a set price, because if you don't give me a set price, you're going to hike it up, when we get to the place, and then I'm going to have to pay it. So Ashley's like, don't bargain with him. So while I'm bargaining with the guy, Ashley's telling me not to bargain with him. So the guy's already seeing that she doesn't want to bargain, so she's like already calling my bluff. So Ashley's like, okay, let's do it. So we do it. We start walking with the guy. He grabs our bags. He pulls up into a Volkswagen. Not even a cab car. It's a normal Volkswagen Jetta.
That's why I thought it was legit, because in London, when the taxi drivers say they're taxi drivers, they're in legit cabs, and they have the meter, and all the London taxi cars, they look the same. It's like one unison car, sort of like what we have here, that it's like that yellow cab look. London has it. If you're a cab driver, you know a cab driver, you know an Uber driver. So I'm thinking the same rules follow in Paris, and guess what? They freaking don't.
They don't at all. So we get into the car and there's no meter. So obviously Buddy makes up the price as he goes. So my bargaining technique would have worked if Ashley did not fail that one in the beginning. So as we're driving, he runs into traffic and he says, $10 traffic upgrade. At this point, I'm hot. I'm already mad. I told Buddy, I said, let me out the car right now and I'll get a different car. Like, stop playing with me. And Ashley was in the back freaking out because she thought like I was going to start yelling at the guy. Because I was about to start yelling at the guy if he didn't let us out. But the thing was that he had our luggage in the trunk. So I didn't want to like piss him off because he lets us out and he just takes our luggage,
Yeah.
So after a couple of minutes of going back and forth with the guy, me telling him I'm not going to pay him, he finally just agreed to doing €50 and took us to our hotel. But I was quiet that whole ride.
Yeah,
'Cause
he was
I
trying
was
to
already mad.
the cab driver, or quote unquote cab driver, was trying to make like small talk with us, but Tim was like not budging. Then come to find out, he admits to us, he's like, oh, I know a little bit of English, which freaks me out even more because I'm like, oh my gosh, we're about to get kidnapped. He's gonna call his French friends. We're gonna have a Kim Kardashian situation happen to us. I have, my phone's not working. Tim's phone's the only one that has the internet service. And my palms were getting so sweaty. I'm in the back. And mind you, this is the first time we're in France and we're driving to our hotel. So I have no idea where the hotel even is. He could have been lying to us the whole time. So I'm freaking out. And I was like, in the verge of having him literally like, you know what, sir? I was going to make up a lie and say, can you drop us off at the Eiffel Tower? We really want to like look at it now.
Yeah, no, but luckily, by smart thinking, I didn't have him drop us off right in front of our hotel because I didn't want him to see where we were staying just in case, he'd come back and rob us, because he was mad or something. So I had him drop us off a little bit away from the hotel, and then I was able to use my Google Maps to get us to the hotel. So that was our first experience in Paris, getting scammed already off ripped.
And then we get to this hotel, which I thought was going to be magnificent. On the hotel's page, it shows you a beautiful view of the Eiffel Tower. They had upgraded us because I had called them prior, or I had emailed them prior and told them that it was our honeymoon. So they said we were going to get a honeymoon suite. And I'm like, oh yes, we're going to get here. We get to put our stuff down, chill out for a little bit, and then we can start our day. No. When we get there, they were really nice to us, the front desk. But then I soon found out that it was not what I expected when we had to bring our luggage up this elevator that, I kid you not, just fit one person with a small luggage. Like our suitcases, I had to basically sit on top of it and get into the elevator to go up with my luggage because this was the tiniest thing ever, and we were on the 5th floor.
And it was a sketchy elevator too. It wasn't like a nice, brand new elevator. Like it'll stop on the 2nd floor, shake a little bit, go up to the 3rd.
It looks like someone was in the basement just pulling it.
Yeah, like a weight limit. Like I thought I was gonna go straight to the ground when I put my suitcase. Because I have 2 suitcases, so I put both suitcases in, and then I got in.
I didn't think it was gonna move. I had to put my suitcase in, then I squeezed on top of it and made my body into a U. It was so sketchy. And so after that, we get into the room. And again, for the 3rd disappointment, it was just, oh gosh, I can't even admit that we stayed in this hotel for 3.
The room was destroyed, not destroyed, stuff was broken.
It had clean sheets. That was the only clean thing there.
That's what you think.
We hope.
Because
the bathroom was destroyed.
The bathroom was destroyed. It had no bathroom door, so it looked like the water would literally come out into the bathroom.
No shower door.
Yeah, there was mold on the ceiling, on the floor. The door, from the outside it looks fine, but when you were in the room and you were going to close it,
it looked like it had been broken into.
Someone had, was trying to break out, or someone was trying to break in. This lock did not look secure. And
there's only one lock on there. Most hotels have that second security lock, plus that 3rd one up top with the little bar and ball and stuff like that. Yeah. So I only had one lock, so I thought we were gonna get killed.
It was so gross. And at the end, obviously we stayed, and I was scared because normal people would have said why didn't you tell the concierge? Well, they didn't even have a concierge. Why didn't you tell the lobby? And again, the language barrier just freaked me out. I didn't want to complain, and then them end up doing something, and I don't know because there is a language barrier. So I was just you know what? We're only here for a couple days. Let's suck it up, and then we'll deal with it after.
Yeah, no, it was a crazy experience. I mean, and even Paris wasn't even all too beautiful. When we got there, I was wait, this is the Eiffel Tower? Wait, this is the area that the Eiffel Tower is in?
As I mentioned earlier, the hotel had stated they had a view of the Eiffel Tower, which was false. We had a balcony that faced another building.
We could probably see the top of the Eiffel Tower, but it wasn't a full Eiffel Tower view. I mean, the Eiffel Tower itself is massive and big. When I got to the top of it, I was scared, and I didn't even make it all the way to the tippy top because it was too high for me. I'm afraid of heights, so even being in the middle of the Eiffel Tower, I was really high. So it's really big, but I thought it was more I thought it would be more beautiful than I've seen in pictures. You know how people say pictures don't do it justice? No, pictures definitely did it over justice. There was mud and dirt. There was no green grass. There was no mimes. I was trying to look for a mime in there. I was trying to look for people painting you. I was trying to see picnics and food and
I think
baguettes and croissants, like movies and stuff like that.
It also has to do with
but it was like dead.
It also has to do with the time of the year that we went, because we did go in their winter. But you would think I don't know. It's just like the ambiance was not as nice as I thought it would be. And even the area surrounding the Eiffel Tower was just a little sketchy. Tim has been to New York, and he said that this is something that they somewhat do in New York, but they had people like scamming other people right then and there. And I had never been exposed to anything of like that. I've never had someone approach me and come so close to me. And that's like one thing, like I don't like when people are in my personal space, like period. Like we can be at the mall, and if you're like standing too close to me, like I will literally tell you like, hey, can you move over? Hey, can you back up? These people would get so close to you, and there's signs everywhere. Beware of pickpocketers. I was like, what the hell is going to go down here?
Yeah, people around every corner trying to sell you something. They would be coming around with like miniature Eiffel Towers, 3 for $1, 5 for $1. You could probably get 10 for $1. You know, they haggle with you. And there's people playing like this little cup game with a ball, trying to find the ball. It was just a whole mess. It was just Paris was trying to scam us. I mean, I know Wurzburg's been to Paris. I mean, France, right? Not Paris. Yeah, what was your experience of France?
France, it was like kind of like the part that I went to was kind of like America, so it wasn't like that great. Everybody spoke English there. And
lucky.
Yeah, lucky.
Yeah, when we first got there, we started like asking people. I think we started asking people where the clubs were, and we were talking slow. You
wanted to go to a club?
Actually, he went to a club. He wasn't trying to go to a club.
I told Tim by nightfall we got to be in this hotel, because one time we were out late when we went to Disney World. And I was like, oh my God.
Disney World's another story. Disney World is not like America Disney World, and the help was... But Wurzburg's out there going to clubs. He was out there partying.
Trying to party.
We went to Moulin Rouge, which was like the sex district of like Paris. And there was literally like a strip club and then a sex store. A strip club and then a sex store. Strip club, sex store. Like for like a mile long, whatever that strip is. And it was crazy. You went clubbing? How was that experience?
It was fun.
What other countries have you been to?
Well, I don't know. Is Monaco considered its own country? Because it was like right next to France.
I don't know. You asking the wrong man. I'm not.
I went to Monaco and then I also went to Greece. Monaco was crazy because they say like 99%. It's like backwards from America. 99% of the population are millionaires, and 1% of the people there are broke.
Oh heck no!
And there was a bunch of yachts out there. I saw a huge black yacht, like something that you see off of like James Bond movies.
James Bond was living in there.
No, legit. That yacht was nice. But I went to casinos out there. It was pretty nice.
How was the food? Because the food for us, I mean, everything I ate, I enjoyed. But I mean, there was like, I wish I could have had different stuff, because I think I could have had better food than what I tried.
I enjoyed the food at Greece.
No.
Greece?
Yeah, Greece was good. And then France was just like normal. I went to a McDonald's out there. Their McDonald's out there are gourmet.
Yeah, that is true.
Potato wedges, and they have beer, and the burgers are actually like real burgers. It was good.
It's expensive. We spent like $26 American dollars on like
good,
3 meals.
London had a very like Americanized food, so that was nothing like too crazy. Paris, I did not have a good experience. I did have McDonald's, and I liked that, but everything that they had, I don't know. Like, first of all, I like. And this may be like an American thing, but like for breakfast, I like to eat breakfast. And they didn't really have anything like that. The only thing they drink is like croissants and coffee. And I'm like, I was so sick and tired of eating croissants. And for lunch, all I could find that I like was this pizza place that we literally went every day to. Because I just didn't enjoy the food there. Yeah,
and it's crazy because in Paris, like, they close for lunch. So like you are kind of stuck. Like you have to eat breakfast, eat an early lunch or a late lunch, because they're usually closed. Like most of the restaurants close between like 1 and 4. So like if you don't eat lunch before 1 or after 4, then you're screwed, because then you're just stuck waiting for dinner. I guess that must be a European thing. So
going back to like where we stayed, the Eiffel Tower was not a nice like area. But what I did notice was we went to the Louvre. I don't want to mispronounce it. The Louvre Museum. And that area was nice. But when I like also searched up, like hotels were extremely pricey. But I'm pretty sure if you stay in that area, you'll be Gucci.
Yeah. And speaking of Gucci, if you want to go shopping, like Paris is definitely the spot. Like London and Paris, like we went shopping in London, and obviously there was nice things, there was nice stores, but Paris, that strip we went on, nothing can compare to that strip. There was 5 Gucci stores. There was Gucci Men, Gucci Women, Gucci Kids, Gucci House, and then Gucci Women's again.
No, the Gucci House did not exist. That was Dior House.
Dior House?
So the Dior had Dior Kids, Adults, House, and then jewelry.
Oh, okay. So there you go. My bad. Dior. Sorry. But then there was LV. There was one huge LV store. And then there was another LV store maybe about 2 blocks down that was even bigger than that one, which had a line to get into. It was like a headquarters, right?
Yeah, that's the main Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, they have a headquarters there. Then they have Adidas, Foot Locker, JD Sports, was like sneaker stores. And it was a crazy shopping strip. Like, I've never seen anything like it. Like, stores on every corner, designer everywhere. You could get so much drip out there. And it's actually cheaper. We actually found out that it is cheaper to buy it out over there. Not in London. London, it was almost the same as American dollars because the conversion rate for the currency wasn't working in our favor. But for the euro, we were able to make some change out there with Gucci.
Yeah. Just for an example, I did purchase a Gucci purse that here retails for $1,400 and then a little more like when you include tax. But in Paris, I think it was like a $900 purse, and they had charged me tax originally, so I brought it up to $1,000. But you get it refunded if you prove that you're a tourist. So then it came back to $900. So I paid $900 for a purse that normally is $1,400.
Yeah, and they have them in where you get the refund is in the airport. I forgot what it was called. It's called some tax thing, and make sure you save your receipts for any big purchases. Not all your purchases, like not if you go like to eat food, they don't give you taxes back on that. But if you buy shoes, clothing, anything like that, if you spend, I think the guy said anything like $100 or more in one store,
but just
you can get your taxes back.
Not just the receipt, you have to ask for
a tax credit or whatever it's called.
It's a specific receipt for the refund. But yeah, so that was the only good thing that came from the trip. Tim also mentioned the Adidas, which we have a funny little story. Again, language barrier, which was why I was getting more and more ticked off as we went throughout France, because we were waiting in line for these shoes. Again, Tim with his shoes, always trying to like find a way to buy some. We were waiting in line in Adidas because a Yeezy exclusive had released.
Paris, California, and I think one other country, or maybe it was Paris and LA exclusive, but yeah, it was only in those 2 spots. So
we're waiting in line. It's cold, and I saw everyone waiting, so I'm like, why don't we just wait? And he's like, okay. So then we had been waiting for 10 minutes, and I'm like, actually, let me go inside, make sure that we're not waiting for nothing. So he's like, okay. So I go inside, I ask the girl, and I'm like, hey, the line outside, is that for the Yeezys? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, hey, is it first come, first serve, or did you guys have already
a raffle?
And she's like, oh no, there's no first come, first serve.
It's only raffle or reservation only.
And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. So because she told me that, I then gave that information to Tim, and I'm like, hey, Tim, she said that the shoes are not first come, first serve. It's for raffled or reserved. And we were like, oh, damn. But then we also heard some younger kids in front saying,
right in front of us,
they already had the shoes in their freaking hand. And
I was like, how lucky could it be that they hit on 2 raffles or they hit on 2 reserves? Like, that's not common. Like, it was a limited shoe. So, like, how are they in line again after they got their first pair? So, me being my friendly self, Ashley's not too friendly. I tapped the guy right in front of me. I'm like, yo, do you speak English? And he's like, yeah. So I was like, all right, good, bet. Can I get my pair of shoes if I stand in line? He's like, yeah, just stand in line. You'll get your shoes. So that's what we did. We stood in line, got to the front of the line. The guy right in front of me said his shoe size. And the security guard at the door turned him away. So I guess they didn't have his shoe size. So I asked the guy, I said, hey, what shoe sizes do they have available? He's like, anything lower than like a 48. I don't know UK sizes off the top of my head. So I was like, all right, I'm going to just say 45. So the security guard in front of the door says, what size do you need? And me, I was just saying, hey, I need a 7.5. And he would not speak to me back in English. He was just saying French words. I didn't understand them whatsoever.
I'm like, English? And he just kept saying everything in French. So then I think we threw out, because you had said 7.5, so then we threw out a number. It was like
45.
It was like 38.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And he's like, oh, English? Oh, that set me off. I look at Timothy.
He knew English the whole time.
What? in the hell? And I was like, yes. And I just wanted to like get out of the line because I was already like ticked off. So I said 38. I go to the front and then come to find out 38's like a 4.5.
5.5.
5.5.
Yeah.
And I was so excited because I thought like that was my size. So I was like, I get to wear these tomorrow. I was already planning an outfit and nope, I couldn't wear them.
Nope, that was the kid size, 5.5.
Yeah.
But we were able to flip it, so it was a good investment in the long run.
So, summary of the story is, I dislike Paris. I would only do a day trip, and that is to then buy designer at a discounted rate.
Worsberg, you got any crazy stories from when you were in Greece or anything like that?
Talking about the gypsies?
Yeah, that story kind of rings a bell.
All right, so this is the first day in Greece. They already warned us about, gypsies out there and whatnot. So I was like, okay, whatever. And then there's this kid we were walking. There was this kid with a baby in the stroller. He was like, $1 for the baby, $1 for the baby. And I'm like, oh, sorry, man, I don't got money on me, man. He said, $1 for the baby, $1 for the baby. What the? I'm sorry, guys. Beckham just freaking jumped on me and scared me. But he just kept on asking for, I guess, $1 for the baby. And I was like, I don't have anything. And then I guess he got upset. And then literally I was walking and he took the stroller and just like ran over my feet trying to trip me while the baby was in the stroller.
The baby was going to fly out.
And I was like, what the heck? So so after he did that, I just started running up to my friend because I was walking slow, just looking at the ambiance and looking at everything.
Enjoying the vibes.
Exactly. And then once he tricked me, I just ran. I was like, what the fuck? So I took off and I caught up with him like, yo, you just see what that kid just did to me? I'm like, what are you talking about? But yeah.
So he ran from two kids in a stroller, basically.
Yeah. I got bullied.
Hey, no, listen. Speaking of that story literally just reminded me of when we were in Paris. While we were in the most beautiful areas of Paris where the designer district is, outside Louis Vuitton, outside of Gucci, Fendi, Dior, Prada, Chanel, Louboutin, everything you can imagine. They had these gypsy people laying on the floor, just laying in the middle of the walkway with their hands out, asking for money, or just looking at you. There's some on their knees, and they look with their hands out. Some just lay down with a cup. Some have a cup in their hand. Some have a hat. Some have just their hand out, and they just lay on the floor right where everyone's walking. You literally have to step over them, or you have to wait to get around them. They just like build like a human barrier, like. I don't know if they're trying to make it seem like they're desperate, like they sleep on the streets, like please help me. But there's like 6 or 7 of them consecutively on the road, like on the sidewalk. Like it's crazy.
There's something wrong with gypsies, man. And they get so angry when you don't like give them anything.
Yeah, they be getting mad when you step over them. Like, you're on the floor. I need to get over you. I'm gonna step over you.
I don't know. It's just like, again, I've never been exposed to things like that. So it just freaks me out because I start thinking of like, what are these people's intention? Why are they doing this? Are they going to get mad, like you said, that I'm like walking over them?
I thought one of them was going to grab my foot and trip me or something.
You don't know. That's how things happen. They freaking kidnap you and they sell your organs. Oh my gosh, I can't. Yeah, guys. But I mean, we do have a couple more things that we didn't say about the trips to London and Paris. But if you guys are interested, let us know. We can break it off into a part 2 of why you should not travel to those places for more than 5 days.
Or maybe part 2 should be all the good stuff because it's kind of negative. Like imagine like a listener tuning in, having their dream tour.
Because they need their eyes open. So when they do take this trip, they know what not to do.
This is that you guys had a shitty honeymoon.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think they're still gonna go to it. Listen, guys, if you guys really want a part 2, we will tell more stuff about our trip. But I'll make sure to add some more good parts because the trip wasn't totally negative.
Okay, so let's end this on a high note. Hi, Tim. What was your favorite part of London?
My favorite part of London?
Yeah.
Walking around everywhere and seeing all the Buckingham Palace and seeing the London Eye. And I really liked the one breakfast spot we went to where they had the snow globes and seeing the London Bridge.
Again, guys,
shopping
that was brought
fun.
To you by your favorite tour guide, Ashley.
London was good. Like that. London.
What about Paris?
Paris?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I liked the Eiffel Tower. I just didn't like the area that was around. Like, I liked to actually I like going in the Eiffel Tower, I should say.
I know what my favorite part is.
And Disney World, I like Disney World.
Oh,
It just
about Disney.
It just wasn't up to our American standards. That was it. Like, Disney World was nice and everything. It just wasn't the happiest place on earth type of vibes there.
They have a select menu. I'm not sure if you guys have ever been to the Disney World in the States, but if you want a cheeseburger, you have options for cheeseburger, for pizza, for Chinese, for Mexican. In France, you have a chicken sandwich.
Chicken nuggets?
Chicken nuggets.
And I think a hamburger. That was pretty much it.
And a hamburger. And that was in every concession stand.
Yeah. I mean, they have 2 parks. They did have 2 parks, which the main Disney World park was just like any other Disney World besides like the food. But the second park was like a Hollywood Studios to them. Like it had like Ratatouille, which had like different types of food. But then again, it had like French food, so we weren't really like trying like actually snails and stuff like that. I mean, the rides were totally different. Like there wasn't like that many same rides. Like the other Disney World had Space Mountain, which this one has, Haunted Mansion, but they were done with a twist. Like the ride was not the same. So like the attractions were cool. And like they had more intense rides, I would say. Like the Space Mountain was more intense. That Crush's Coaster from Nemo, that was good. Ratatouille was cool. I mean, the other part about that Disney World part that Ashley is not saying is that it was raining and it was cold. So like that kind of threw a monkey wrench in our trip as well, because we couldn't really enjoy the outside as much as we wanted to. We were always inside of a store or waiting in line for a ride in the cold and rain. Like, I think some lady said it was snowing at one point. Like, I didn't see it, but some lady said that she saw that it was snowing. So it wasn't ideal temperatures and environment outside to enjoy Disneyland. So that was another reason why she didn't enjoy it as much. So it wasn't so much that the Disney sucked. It was the weather had a factor as well.
I agree. Well, my highlight of the London trip had to be
Paris. I love that museum, the Louvre or whatever.
That was going to be mine. Okay, so London, I'll get back to you on that. Paris was that I got to actually see the original Mona Lisa.
Yeah, we got to see Mona Lisa. And that museum is literally, you could probably spend 2 days in there and not see everything.
Because we were there 3 hours and we only did like the
one
top
lane.
Like quarter of it.
Yeah.
They have 2 floors and like 2 wings, but it's like humongous.
Yeah, we probably did a quarter of a floor in 3 hours.
Yeah.
And there was so much stuff to see. So
there were so many more.
That museum is definitely
We're not learning
2 days. 2 days it's going to take you to do that whole museum. What was London? Well, I guess you just hated London.
Hold on, I'm thinking. There was nothing in particular that I loved about London, but I did like the Piccadilly area. So where's where you want to dive into your little ASMR segment?
You want me to do the new one, or you want me to reveal what I ate?
Go ahead and, I guess, just reveal what you ate for the listeners, and then we'll...
I ate a protein shake, guys.
He found a loophole.
You can eat a protein shake.
He drank a protein shake.
Sometimes they have little cookies in them.
Okay.
And you can eat it. So I ate a protein shake.
He ate and drank a protein shake. What do you have on the menu today, Wurzburg? Don't tell them.
I can't tell them.
Oh, wow. I was trying to slip them up. I was trying to get some inside information for you guys.
All right, get a listen, guys. Get a listen.
Guys, do you got that
one?
That's a tough one. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to get that one. Don't forget to comment down below what you think Wurzburg ate.
Alrighty guys, so this is going to wrap it up for episode 5. Don't forget to tune in next Wednesday. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you back next Wednesday. Bye.
Deuces.
Peace.